Hey, I'm Tom, and this is TRB Collectibles, and we're on the move today. We're headed to a thrift store, and you heard me right. I said we, because guess where I am? I'm back in New York City. I'm visiting for a little while, and you know who I decided to bring along for a good thrifting trip? My friend Mike.
Hello.
You remember Mike, don't you?
Hey, I'm Mike. I'm Tom's friend from Queens, New York, as you can tell from his awesome shirt.
Now, Mike, you've been thrifting before.
Yes, with you, actually.
True. And that thrift store that we did go to, you would say it was a success?
Yes.
So we're gonna head back there.
Oh, absolutely.
But the nice thing about being in New York City is that you can walk everywhere. And today,
almost everywhere.
almost everywhere. And the most important thing is that to get to the thrift store today, we have to walk 2.7 miles. So not only do we get our workout in,
we might get a second workout in on the way back.
Correct, exactly. And we're probably gonna take a look at making a little profit. Now, Mike, what are you looking for at today's thrift store? What are you interested in?
I'm kind of just gonna shadow you, see what's going on in your world, and try and pick up some tips.
Mike's been looking into getting into reselling. Recently, he came across some old stuff at his house that he's looking to sell and make a little profit on. Mike, do you want to talk about that?
Well, I'm still kind of going through stuff, but I found some like old Guitar Hero stuff that I have really no use for anymore, but I'd like to get rid of to somebody who would actually want it and use it.
He also found some sealed action figures from
Yes.
a long time ago, and
Yeah,
I think it
forgot
paid
about
off
those.
as an investment.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I have either 9 or 10 of them, and for a sole 3 of them, I can get probably around 180 to 200 bucks. So I think that investment definitely paid off.
So Mike's looking to get into reselling at least a little bit, but he's looking to do something new. So today is a new adventure with TRB Collectibles. Stay tuned. Oh, there's even more trays. Oh my god. On these shelves, you're going to notice Star Wars and Star Trek toys. The Star Wars toys were produced in the late 90s to early 2000s, and a lot of it you can still find in its packaging, which is rare for Star Wars. In the late 70s to early 80s, the original, not the prequels, came out with a lot of merchandise that is highly sought after, even the stuff that's open out of the packaging. So when the prequels were going to be released, the merchandisers thought, hey, we're going to get the same flood in the market that people will want to buy and resell this stuff. So they overproduced it. A lot of people bought the toys thinking they were going to gain value over time like the original 3 did, but in reality, they produced too much merchandise. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't collectible prequel merchandise. It's just specific characters and the stuff that was underproduced that you have to find.
What? No. Star Trek not so much. Star Trek not so much. The trains, yeah.
Here we go.
There's always creepy dolls. I don't know why. Always. Everywhere I go, creepy dolls. CDs, DVDs, $2 each. There's so many.
I came across this Grateful Dead CD. As you can see, I currently am going through the comps on eBay, or at least the completed listings, as well as what others have listed it for as well. I was surprised to see a Grateful Dead CD. It's something that I do look for. It's a hidden gem in my book. The comps look good to me. I'm going to go ahead, make sure I check the CD so it doesn't have any scratches or scuffs that would deter my sale or prevent somebody from buying it. It's a clean disc. It just doesn't have the dust jacket, but it's something that I'm going to pick up.
Winner, chicken dinner. Oh. Convention. Mike, I'm gonna check out this side. Creepy doll. Oh, it's creepy doll. There's an electric chair. You want an electric chair?
I do not need an electric chair.
Old tankards. Any World's Fair ones? No.
Alright, so we just got out of the thrift store. It's a little dark, right, Mike?
A little more than a little.
A little more. The walk went really well, so much so that we decided that we're going to go ahead and walk back. Are we fools? Maybe. But will we be well exercised for the day?
Very.
Probably.
Very.
Yeah, can't complain at all. Mike,
Yes, Tom.
what did you think of your thrift store experience today?
The second one was even more fun than the first.
Yeah?
Because I actually kind of knew what I was doing this time, to an extent.
How many things did you find?
3.
3. In what category?
All right, well, let's see. There's one video game
Oh, but where did you find this video game?
with the CDs.
With the CDs. See, that is a hidden trick. Is that when a lot of people, like, especially at thrift stores and places that resell or sell these wares that are donated, they really don't know that old PC games, PlayStation games, other games in CD cases are not CDs, and they're worth more. Good find on that CD. What could you make from that? You picked it up for $2.
What was it, 15, 20?
Yeah. Give or take, if you want it without the case and manual, since it's not complete, we're probably looking at like $10, $8 profit. Can't complain about that.
Not bad.
No. Now, Mike was really in the zone today, scanning, looking up things. What else did you find, Mike?
I also found a very, very weird looking CD.
But who is the artist on that CD?
Let's double check. It is Vince Welnick.
Welnick, and what is Vince Welnick part of?
I actually don't know.
The Grateful Dead. The
Oh,
Grateful
really?
Dead is a hidden gem when it comes to reselling. If you find Grateful Dead stuff, is stuff that you really want to pick up. Now, I told Mike, I bet you, now when people donate this stuff, they donate their collection, whatever that might be. So when you find one, kind of like when you find gold, there's a stream, there's a stem. So you got to keep looking. And as I showed you, I started to find more and more Grateful Dead CDs.
Yes, you did.
And so therefore, I also found my own Grateful Dead CD. Mine wasn't as good as Mike's because it didn't have the cover art. But what did I find, Mike?
Grateful Dead, Steal Your Face Volume 1.
Steal Your Face Volume 1. And that's because Mike found the Grateful Dead. There had to have been more. Granted, there might not have been, but it doesn't hurt to look. Because when they're donated, the entire set, or whatever the collector had, was donated as well. Now, Mike, what was the third and final thing that you found today?
The Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Now,
Woohoo!
Mike, what do the Beatles mean to you?
I grew up every day listening to them because my dad was a huge fan.
So Mike, you grew up with the Beatles. You knew about the Beatles. When you saw this, what made you want to scan it? What made you want to look it up?
It was Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Exactly.
I had to look that one up.
But what was the kicker about this CD that probably made it worth picking up?
Well, at least when we found it, it was wrapped in plastic.
Correct. Granted, with the plastic, it had...
It wasn't on very well,
But the most important thing is we can still consider it to be new, just based on the fact that it still has the sticker on the outside of the CD case. And that CD you could probably get $15 to $20 for. Woohoo! That's not a bad thing. The Beatles still sell. Granted, there was a lot of albums produced, but they still sell. Now, I went ahead and I picked up a DVD. I picked up the Patty Duke show. I have absolutely no idea what this is.
Neither do I.
Was it $2? It was. Was it also withdrawn from the Johnson County Library? You betcha. But also, this I could get close to $25 to $30 for used. And I paid $2.
Not bad.
You can't
Not
beat
bad
it.
at all.
You really just, you can't beat these things. And then I found my last item. And that happened to be a sealed CD. And that CD was
Gunter Wand Bruckner Symphony No. 4.
Mike, do you have any idea who that is?
No.
Doesn't matter.
No.
Why?
Because if it's worth something, it's worth something.
Exactly. So you're gonna type that in, you're gonna scan the barcode, and guess what? If it will make you a couple dollars profit and you can walk away a happy camper from the thrift store, do you think today was successful, Mike?
Yes, I do.
I'm really glad you could come along. It was really an absolutely great time. If you had a good time or if you had any questions today, please be sure to leave them down below. If you had a great time like Mike, right Mike? Woohoo! What are you gonna do, Mike? What do they need to do?
You need to hit that like button. You need to hit that subscribe button. You need to leave a comment down below.
Exactly. I really appreciate you watching all the way through to the end of the video. I really appreciate Mike coming out to thrift with me. As always, it's been a great time. And as always, my name's Tom, and this has been TRB Collectibles. What do the Beatles mean to you?
I grew up every day listening to them because my dad was a huge fan.
So you were
I'm very familiar with their music.
You are very familiar. They're also popular, but you also have to remember. I can't. That is the blooper for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to click that like button. And if you have some spare time, check out some of these other videos. Thanks!